Now in this video, we're going to answer a question I asked a while back. Did my eBay headers make my race car too loud? And to be upfront about it, yeah, it did. It's extremely loud. In fact, I'm probably going to have to figure out some sort of exhaust fix to get this thing down a couple decibels. As it sits right now, it has the catless headers on it, stock mid-pipe, just like the car came with, and then no muffler in the back. But how loud actually is it? I want to answer that question by pulling out my sound level meter that will give us a decibel reading. This little guy right here will tell us exactly how loud this car is. But I want to compare it to something. I'm going to be using my 1 Series as kind of like a control or a baseline. This is very similar sounding to what the E46 sounded like before it had been modified. This has the same displacement engine. Even though it's a little bit different, it's very similar to what this car used to be. And to mix it up a little bit, I want to throw in the E36. I'm going to be driving the cars a little bit to see how much noise pollution is actually making it from the exhaust into the car. And this has a modified exhaust with a stripped interior. This has a stock exhaust with a stock interior, and the E36 has a stock exhaust with a stripped interior. So I want to see how much noise pollution makes it into the cab of the E36. So the test is going to go as follows. We're going to get a cold start, an idle, and then I'm going to rev the car to 3,500 RPM, and then we're going to go take the car for a quick spin. The standard for testing an exhaust is to have your sound level meter level with your exhaust tips at a 45-degree angle and 19.5 inches from the tailpipe. So with that being said, we're going to start with the 1 Series, go to the E36, and then last we'll be testing the race car. So at my day job, we have pretty strict hearing requirements, and OSHA comes through and measures the sound at our plant. They use an A weighting, and they use slow response, which is what we're going to be using today. So first we're going to be going to our bat test, make sure our battery's okay. And then I am guessing that this car is going to be around 80 decibels or so. So we're going to put it on 80 and then hope that it doesn't go over that, because I've got to go into the car to start it. So here we are in the 1 Series. I have my AC going because it's extremely hot today, and the other 2 cars don't have AC, so I'm gonna enjoy it now while I can. So I'm gonna be setting up the sound level meter here in the passenger seat along with the camera so you guys can see what's going on. I'm going to be doing 50 miles an hour in 3rd gear. This should put this car around 3,500 RPM, same with the E36 and the 46, and then we should be getting a pretty good reading. So now that we're done with the 1 Series, we're gonna move to the E36. Hopefully the video is a little less shaky in the 36. Everything was sitting on the seat, like the camera and the sound level meter, so everything was kind of bouncing around. Unfortunately, I think it's gonna be even worse with the 46 because it's got really harsh riding suspension. So there's no front passenger seat, so we're just going to be kind of putting this in a similar location to where it was sitting in the 1 Series. And then again, we'll be taking this car up to about 50 miles an hour. Well, that result was not surprising at all. I knew with the lack of interior on this, it was going to be noisier than the 1 Series. All the sound that this produces just comes right back into the cab. But now it's time to take out the race car. So like I said in the beginning of the video, yes, I made my race car way too loud. I was getting 100 decibels in the cab of the car, and that's what you're supposed to be getting out the exhaust under load. And also, like I said in the beginning of the video, I am going to be fixing the exhaust so that's not so loud. I don't know whether I'm going to be putting a muffler or taking out the resonators and putting one bigger muffler in there. I haven't decided that yet. But until then, I appreciate everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time. Psych, we're not actually just going to leave it at 3,500 RPM. We're out here in a bigger parking lot, so I can actually bounce this thing off the rev limiter a little bit. We're going to set back up and see how loud it actually gets. All right, well that couldn't have worked out any more perfect. The max on this thing is 120 plus 6, so 126 decibels, and I think it was dancing around 124 decibels, which is way over the legal limit. So hopefully everybody enjoyed, and until next time, we'll see you later.